Hello guys. I am doing a webcam video, so I'm sorry in advance that I'm not going to be able to edit it and get all of my ums and uhs and all that out. But I haven't put in the effort to find my my camcorder charging cable since I got back from vacation, and I have been wanting to get back to vlogging for the last couple weeks or so. I took a little bit of a break after my last one. I hope you can appreciate and understand why. And I've really just been trying to figure out sort of what my place on YouTube is now. I started off just sort of vlogging just for fun, and I recorded like planning for my wedding, which then we changed, so that was sort of pointless. And then I vlogged through my son's pregnancy, which was awesome, and I'm glad I have those to look back on. And I didn't do very much mom vlogging. I think I've sort of always just been kind of like, I've tried a few things. I've tried like recipe vlogs and stuff like that, and that's just not really me, honestly. I just wanted to do something that was different and helpful, and enter the surrogacy. I was already doing the surrogacy, so I figured, hey, let's vlog about it too. And I vlogged through my first and second surrogacies, and hopefully answered questions and provided some insight into this world, because if you're not really in it, you can't really fully understand everything that goes on, but I wanted you guys to be able to. So, and now I will no longer be doing those kind of vlogs, and I just don't know what to do, honestly. Like, there's a ton of other moms out there that have it way more together than I do, and I feel like you probably would rather watch them parent. Plus, I only have the one. It's nothing crazy. I don't have like 12 children. You know, like, we just live everyday ordinary lives. We don't do a lot of trips, so it's pretty boring. My husband and I are both full-time in college, and my husband works a part-time job, and yeah, I mean, really, we stay here most of the time. Yes, anyways, this video, I wanted to go over sort of a quick recap of why the last few months have sucked. Not really particularly sucked, but just like, and then I have a couple ideas that I'm going to do when I get my camcorder and my tripod all backed up and set up, just on sort of everything that's happened since then, but sort of in more detail. But this is going to be like the Cliff Notes version. So, June 6th is when I had the hysterectomy and ended up on life support and all that. That was fun, in that not kind of way. And then I was in the hospital for like 5 days after that. Came home and needed to start life again. One of the first things I did was start a blog, which I will shamelessly link below. It's just something that I've been doing every day. I write. It's sort of just more of like my emotions and the processes in my head that are going on after everything, because there's been a lot of like, there's been a lot to process. Anyways, I'll get into like that kind of stuff deeper into like separate vlogs, because that's really the only thing I have in mind right now. So I'm going to do a couple of vlogs about like my emotions and everything, and yes. So one of the first things I did after was Stark's blog. And then I had like a bit of an identity crisis, and I'm not really joking at all. I kind of did. I would just look in the mirror and I didn't feel like myself. I don't know. It was just really, I mean, I just didn't feel like myself. I would see my stomach, and I would get sad. I'm going to get a little teary. I waited this long because I didn't want to be emotional. Like, that's not me. It's like, I'm not going to post like tons of crying vlogs and stuff. So, anyways, I would look at my stomach and be like, wow, I'm never going to, see it big again. And I would see my stretch marks and be like, wow, that's the only thing I have to like remember the baby's by. Just like kind of those things that I just didn't feel really like myself. And so I have blue hair now. Like, true story. I just wanted to look different. I wanted to look different to match what I was feeling in my head. And so I have blue hair now. Ooh, knotted blue hair. I had to bleach this for like 3 hours, not me personally. I went to a salon, which was way overpriced. I paid like $100, and then I touched it up at home and did a better job. But anyways, yeah, so I have blue hair. I've never done something like this. It was really drastic for me, and somehow that made things better when I looked in the mirror. It really did. And that sounds really crazy. It probably is. I might be a little nuts, like a little psycho right now. I don't know. But it just made me feel better, so I did it. This whole thing has put like a crazy amount of perspective into my head, and I just started thinking about things, and I made new life plans, which another video, promise, and just kind of goals, and I've changed things, and I look at things a little bit different, and yeah, so I went to my 2-week check, and they checked my incision from the hysterectomy, and the doctor was like, yay, good job, you're healed, as far as like my incision goes. And shortly before my 6-week check, it was actually like my 5.5-week check, because we were going on a vacation 2 days later, and I wanted to have the all clear to like go swimming and go do stuff. We went to San Diego, so I wanted to be like free. Anyways, like 2 or 3 days, let's see. So my appointment was on a Tuesday, and I think it started on a Thursday beforehand. So map that out. Anyways, I started leaking. The very first time I noticed it was I woke up one morning and TMI, my underwear was damp. And I was like, that's odd, and I started Googling things, of course, Dr. Google, and the first thing it was like, peritoneal fluid, and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. Again, no, and so, I was kind of looking around, I couldn't figure it out, and it just kept getting worse and worse, and I just, like, I couldn't, I don't know, and it didn't really have a smell, honestly. Like, I tried to smell it, and I didn't really know what to look for. I went into the ER because I am paranoid now. Like, if you tell me that you're bleeding at all, I will send you to the ER because I'm pretty sure you're gonna die. So, I went to the ER, and the doctor looked and was like, okay, we're gonna do an ultrasound, because sometimes you can get sort of like a pocket of fluid that builds up around your incision or around the cuff that they put in, because they took my cervix out, so now I don't really know what it looks like, but I have like a cuff there now instead of a cervix, so nothing can get into my abdomen and nothing can fall out. So, anyways, they checked that, they didn't see anything, and I'm leaking everywhere, and I'm like, what the hell? And then I realized, I think maybe I'm peeing myself. Seriously. It did not feel like that. Like, it did not feel like, I didn't have the feeling that I was peeing myself, but I started wondering if maybe I was. And I was. Yeah, so, like 2 days before I get the all clear to have a fun life, I am now randomly peeing myself. They send me home to the ER, they're like, hey, talk to your OB. So I talked to my OB, and he gives me a pill. So I start taking the pill, I go on vacation, and while on vacation, it worsens. So it goes from just like occasionally leaking to like I have to full on wear Depends while I'm on vacation, okay? And so I get back, make an appointment as soon as possible. I had to wait, couldn't even see my new OB because I had a new one. I think I told you. I got a new OB after all that crap happened, which is another video. I have so much stuff to tell you. Anyway, so I got a new OB. Couldn't see my new OB because he's busy, so I saw like another guy in his practice. He was like 90, but really awesome. And anyways, talked to him, and he's like, wow, I think that pill that the doctor put you on is actually making it worse. So I'm going to put you on this other pill. And then I'm going to send you to a urologist because this is not an OB problem. Sorry, I'm going to send you away. So okay. So I start the other pill. The other pill doesn't help. Surprise. And my urologist can't see me for a month and a half. So my appointment with him is now in like 2.5 weeks. It's on September 11th, and today is the 27th of August. So yeah. So until then, I'm just peeing myself, which is awesome. So I am a 25-year-old that not only can no longer have children, but pees themselves and has to wear a diaper. So, you know, that's cool. I hate it. Like, ugh, my life. Like, I don't know. Like, karma totally got confused and is shitting on me, and it's not supposed to come to me because I think I'm a fairly nice person, and karma is supposed to like give me some of that back, right? Anyways, so I now have this bladder issue, and then which is bringing up all these other bills. My son goes to the dentist and has like 5 cavities. The dentist tells me that new studies have shown that the brushing doesn't really help stop the cavities because he brushes, it's the fluoride. And guess who only barely started having him use fluoride toothpaste because he was still kind of swallowing it, and I didn't want him to swallow fluoride, so I was having him use like the training toothpaste, which I thought was good. Apparently not so much. So he has like 5 cavities, and he doesn't eat that much candy. He's not like constantly got candy in his mouth, but he has like 5 cavities. He was at the dentist today and got 1 kind of 3 filled. Like they had like a little tiny one starting that they just sort of like kind of cleaned out, and then they had the one that they were intending to do, and then while they were like drilling into that one, they could see that it had kind of started on the tooth next to it. So, oh my god. My husband's uncle passed away.
My uncle passed away
2 weeks ago or so, so we had to go to a funeral. Cody, please. I don't want a repeat. When I was growing up, my mom's mother passed away. My grandmother passed away when I was 3, so I don't really have too much memory of her. And my biological father's mother passed away when I was 7. I have a little bit more memory of her, but honestly not that much. My mom became very close with a
But you have to put that in.
I will throw it away. Sorry. My mom became close with an older woman that stop shaking the thing, please. He has been so crazy today after everything. So my mom became friends with an older woman that lived next door to her, nearest to her, and we ended up calling her. My brother and I grew up calling her Grandma. Grandma Inez, because that's just she was sort of to us, right? We didn't have one. Anyways, she has been an awesome, wonderful lady, and she's in her 90s now. She was diagnosed with cancer probably about halfway through my pregnancy with Charlie, and she decided not to fight it. So she is on she doesn't have very much time left. She is under 24-hour pain medication, and she pretty much sleeps the whole time. So that's happening. I'll need to go down south for that. Yeah, so that's that. And then yeah, so I just feel like the last few months have just been so crappy. I'm just ready for it to be over, and I feel like the bladder thing is the worst, because I lost all the weight from the pregnancy, and then have gained back like probably 10 or 15 pounds because I don't really go out much. I stay inside because being active makes the problem worse, and I don't want to deal with that. And I don't go out to visit my friends as much because it's just something that I don't want to deal with while I'm out, you know. It's just so I just want this to be over, because I feel like it's constantly like dragging me back to it, like, you know, like I just want all these issues to be cleared up and just be focused on moving forward. But anyways, so that's kind of what's happened the past 2 months. There's been some upsides too. This video mainly kind of focused on the down, sorry, but I wanted to say hi, update you guys, tell you I'll be back, tell you I'll be doing some videos soon, possibly webcam, possibly recorded, who knows. Thanks for watching, thanks for sticking around if you're still here, and I will see you soon.